I think there's also a very big debate, which I am very supportive of and part of as well, about how you could design social media platforms or algorithmically driven platforms differently. Algorithms could optimize for something else that was an engagement that might be less polluting and produce less polarization. There's a piece of work around bridge-based ranking, which I find really interesting, that I believe has come out of Harvard, where basically what they're looking at is could we have algorithms maximize not for engagement in general, so how much engagement there is, but for pieces of content that have engagement from two sides of a divide. So we would uprank content that essentially has engagement across a divide. And this would mean that we'd get a very different kind of ranking of content that would be less polarizing. That's an incredibly important debate. The question I have is, how do we incentivize companies to actually take that on? How do we incentivize companies to say, yes, I'm going to make those changes. I'm not going to use this simple engagement metric. I'm going to take on these design changes. And I think the way to do that is to essentially provide a financial disincentive to not doing it, which is why I'm so interested in this idea of a tax.